Day 2 of sharing my own experiences in hyperinflation in Romania until our school community reaches 500 members. Here's the deal. Whenever I look at videos about hyperinflation, how to prep, or general prepping videos, there's levels. And they always prep for the worst, absolute apocalypse. And look, you can fantasize about like living in the woods and having all these tools, but generally speaking, a hyperinflation event, you'll be stuck in your home for a while. And then eventually you have to leave the home. But even before we get to hyperinflation, things, at least monetary wise, is gradual. People always think the next stimulus, the next thing will take care of it. In the meantime, you'll be in your home. You should leave now and live somewhere in the countryside if you can. But you never do. Nobody listens and there's stuff to do. So here's the tip. Secure your home. Okay, securing your home is probably day number 2 activity for prepping for hyperinflation. What does that mean? So when I was a kid in Romania during hyperinflationary times, we lived in these communist blocks, concrete buildings, 6th floor, 7th floor, 10th floor. There wasn't like easy way to get into the home. So the only thing we had to do was really just secure the door. That was the first and foremost thing. And more than likely, should be the first and foremost thing for you as well. So back in the day, actually, the housing of the door was concrete. So our first and foremost priority was actually reinforcing the cheap wooden doors. And we did it by putting, wood veneer on top of the existing door. We would glue the whole thing, make beautiful decoration style wood veneer, maybe like a hardwood that's a 1/4 inch thick, and we would glue it and tack it, and it would actually look nice. I'll probably put a photo of how it used to look. That way, if an attacker would come or just want to force entry, they couldn't, or they would have to make a big enough noise where your neighbor would get out while you're out and about, scavenging, more than likely. Okay, so that's no longer the thing, especially if you live in houses. Your house is built out of paper, but still, you gotta secure the door and window. Now, I did this many years ago, and I found a bunch of products. I'm not, paid by these products. I will have Amazon links, but really simple is Primeline U. Is a door reinforcement lock. I'll have a link there below. There's many copies. I bet they work as well, but I don't trust them. So a really simple installation, like 4 screws, put that thing on all of the doors that you have. So at least while you're home, you are secure. Okay, it does stop to a degree, and for the price, it's totally worth it. Don't go buy cheap crap. Just go with that one. It's pretty good. The other thing is like reinforcement plate around the lock, or the deadbolt, because that's where usually things fail. So reinforce the side of the door, and have that lock. That's really simple. You can install it yourself. Take a video, look a video how to do it on Amazon or on YouTube. Really simple, only costs a couple of bucks, but it will give you peace of mind and actually somewhat level of safety. Now we could go like, change all your locks, of course, to better, higher security locks, but you don't want to go spending too much crazy amount of money on that, because you change the locks, the door isn't secure, they can just kick it in and be in and out usually in 30-40 seconds, right? So that is really simple. Just change your lock, change the reinforcement around the door knob, the lock, and the side of the door. Very simple. Everyone should do it. The other thing is, of course, windows. You can buy 3M film for your windows that you can put on yourself with a squeegee board or whatever. It just makes it, gives you extra time to get your Glock while anyone would try to enter your home. It won't secure you forever, but it's just enough time that the alarm goes off and it gives you enough time, right? The window break alarm goes off and you have enough time to react. These are really, really simple, stupid things that everyone should do, but nobody does. It costs like what? The whole thing would cost like less than $100, right? So that's where you start. Of course, you can set a bunch of cameras up. It won't necessarily help in the long run. Everyone, is wearing masks and they go in and out too fast. Go have security system. That's very important. Have at least a camera or two, but don't think that the camera will stop anyone. Okay, you will have to stop them, and for that you have to be armed, and every adult in the family should be armed. So, it's a really simple thing. You don't have to spend a lot of money on it, but secure your home. Because even if you will have to leave your home eventually, which is going to happen more than likely, at least no looters can get the stuff you have left behind. Now, people, especially in America, don't like to talk about it because everyone's unique and you're all an individual and you can fend for yourself, but actually you need to form a community with your neighbors that all of you make sure that you have secure doors, secure locks, secure windows, and you kind of form a perimeter that, hey, I will watch your house, you will watch my house, and that kind of stuff. Now, hopefully you live in a neighborhood where you can do that, or you're at least in good terms with your next door neighbors. If not, that is where you start. You have to form a closer knit group where that, they can help you in case of need and you can help them. Now, don't go crazy. Don't share like, oh, look, I have X cans of food and I have X cans of ammo and whatever. Why would even share that information? Just look at like, hey, I installed this U-lock. I put this 3M film on my window. Here, you can buy it. It's like, oh, I bought extra. Here's one for you, Oh, let's go to the shooting range this Saturday together. That kind of stuff. Start easy. Don't expose your power level. Don't expose your prep level. Don't expose anything. Just be one level more secure than general public. Usually you're not going to get targeted. You have to act as a gray man anyway. You can't just flash all the stuff, right? And nobody's really, out to get you. You should not have valuables in your house anyway. I keep on talking about that. You actually have to have a fake safe that has like $200 or something like that, that is somewhat attached to the wall and somewhere in the master bedroom closet, and that they can rip and they can run with it, and they got good $200, right? That's not because you want to have more valuables in the house. That's just so they get out thinking that they got something and they don't bother destroying the house. You should not have valuables in the house anyway, okay? But secure your home, and the more you secure the home and the more your neighbors secure the home, that will have a big effect down the line. The other thing is, don't leave junk around the house. Junk around the house, like stupid, simple things. Like you have junk around the house everywhere. Usually that means it's, you attract stuff. You have broken windows, fix them immediately. Have lights, flood lights around the house. Ideally always on or motion sensitive floodlights. And dogs. Yes, you should not have one dog. You should have multiple dogs. Okay, even if it's a Chihuahua or something, as long as it's an attack Chihuahua or an attack geese or something that alerts you. Usually they're really good. Ideally you have a German Shepherd, but whatever you have dogs, have neighbors, and be on the alert. One more thing is that you gotta train your kids, train your wife, train everyone. Do not open the door for strangers. Sounds stupid, but we live in the live in the world of plenty, and we think it's always going to be like that, and hopefully it will. But why open the doors? You can talk through them through the Ring camera. You can talk through them through the door. Do not ever open the door. I don't care if they wear an Amazon vest. I don't care if they wear anything. Do not open the door. It's absolutely useless. Anyone can buy a jacket and come and knock your door and have you sign something for like a stupid politician or whatever. Do not fall for it. especially with all the immigration. Let's be honest, with all the immigration to the United States, more and more people are gonna bring their own habits of how they used to deal with back in other countries and how they do nasty things. And usually it's a door-to-door thing. Okay, so never open the door, never open the door. Okay, and ideally have a Glock or something nearby the door. Of course, in a fast opening safe, not that it's available for anyone who just pushes the door in. Okay, so those are like really simple things. You don't have to go too crazy. I mean, at the minimum you should have is just have your door and hinges reinforced. I'll send you some links. I'll put some links in the videos or under the video or in the school community, right? We have a school community, and in there people will share tips and tricks, and I will discuss more stuff with you every Saturday, every second Saturday actually. So join the school community. We can talk about these things, but don't go crazy, don't go schizo. We want to stay within the realm of possibilities. We want to stay within the realm of reason. That's what we're discussing. Always just one extra layer. If you're acting crazy, I'm going to throw you out. There's no reason for that. Okay? So just casual talk, casual, and just sharing experiences and that kind of stuff. And we're going to learn from each other, and I'm going to tell you more stories in the school community, and we can have a chat and we can talk. But have your doors, have your windows reinforced. It's America, baby. Have a gun. Jeez, it's not the end of the world. Buy a gun safe. I have links and recommendations what you should buy. There's probably others who have that as well. And train with that firearm, bi-weekly, and you're good. Don't go crazy. You don't have to buy a tank, but generally be secure, be safe. And that's my second tip. People always start with water and this and that. Generally speaking, we're gonna need that, of course, but generally speaking, before hyperinflation hits, conditions worsen, and eventually you will lose electricity first and then water. Believe me, I know from experience and from other people's experiences. I talked with hyperinflations, people went through hyperinflation all the time. I've explored this topic for years and years and years, decades now. Okay, so that is it for now. And join the school community, check the links out, and make sure to comment and like the video. Talk to you tomorrow.